Hi, I'm Matthew Peasy. We're going to talk about how you can enable and work with keyframes inside of After Effects. Keyframes are really important because it gives you the ability to modify and animate different properties of objects inside of After Effects. So inside of After Effects, I already have this composition which contains two layers, a layer with text and a layer with video. What we want to do with this text layer is have the text Shanghai animate in from the right on top of the Shanghai video. If we expand the text layer, we can then expand the transform properties. And what we're going to do is click this little stopwatch. This will set a keyframe here at the beginning of the video. Now what we need to do is move the time indicator over here on the right-hand side of the video. Then we can come over with the selection tool. If your selection tool is not selected, you can press the V key on your keyboard. Click on this text object and move it over to the left. And as you do that, a keyframe will be added to the timeline for you automatically. Once you have the animation set up, you can change it by clicking on a keyframe and changing its location. In this case, I'm going to move the first keyframe in a little bit so the video plays for a little bit before the text animates in. After doing that, I'm going to set a couple keyframes for an opacity property. So I'm going to move the time indicator to the same location as the first keyframe of the position property. I'm going to go ahead and add a keyframe by clicking the little stopwatch icon. Then I'm going to move the time indicator to the end of the position animation and place a keyframe there as well. On this keyframe, I'm going to change the opacity to somewhere around 80%. Then I'm going to move the time indicator back to the first keyframe for the opacity property and set the opacity to 0%. Now you can see we have this text animating in from the right-hand side. And as it animates in, you'll notice its opacity increases. Keyframes give you the ability to animate objects inside of After Effects.